Ratios, rates, and proportions. Solving proportion application problems. Solve the following proportion. If there are 3 cups of sugar in 24 cookies, how much sugar is there in 72 cookies? So first we'll write our proportion. So we'll make a fraction. We have 3 cups of sugar, and we'll put a label. We don't have to write the whole thing, but we need a little bit. In 24 cookies. How much sugar is there in 72 cookies? So this is at that same rate. On this side, go ahead and put your labels. So cups in the numerator, cookies in the denominator. And then fill it in. How much sugar, so that's cups of sugar, is there in 72 cookies? And now we're ready to solve. So you're going to do your cross products on the diagonals. So we're going to do 24 times x gives us 24x. And we'll go the other way. 3 times 72 will give us 216. And then we'll divide on both sides by 24 to give us x equals a 9. Let's look at this problem we set up earlier. Solve the following proportion. A 20-pound turkey serves 28 people. How many people will a 30-pound turkey serve? So when we write this proportion, we have to watch the order. So first of all, we have a 20-pound turkey serves 28 people. And when we set the second one up, we're going to have a pounds of turkey in the numerator and people in the denominator. Even if they change the order of the words, you need the same labels in the same positions. So it starts out and says how many people. So put an X there. Will a 30-pound turkey serve? So that will go in our numerator. Then we're ready to solve. So we'll do the cross products to make our equation. So 20 times x gives us 20x. And on the other diagonal, 28 times 30, can do it on the side. Gives us 840. And then we divide out the 20, the coefficient of the x, to give us x equals. So we need 20 into 840, and we can go into 80. And 2 times. So x equals 42. For our next example, a quarterback completed 4 passes out of 9 attempts. At this rate, if he completes 20 passes, find the number of attempts. So we'll write our first ratio, 4 passes, and this was completed, I should have said, out of 9 attempts. I'm going to just add it. So completed. And on the other side, I want completed passes on the numerator to match. And the denominator will be attempts. If he completes 20 passes, find the number of attempts. So the attempts are unknown. And now we're ready to make our equation. So we'll go on the diagonals. 4 times x. And the other diagonal, 9 times 20, will give us 180. And divide out the coefficient. So divide by 4. So x will equal 4 into 180, so 16. and that will be 45. X equals 45. For our next example, a standard dose of an antibiotic is 5 cc's cubic centimeters for every 25 pounds of body weight. At this rate, find the standard dose for a 150-pound woman. So we're going to write our proportion, and we want 5 cc's for every 25 pounds. And we're going to work at the same rate, and we want the cc's on the numerator to match, pounds on the denominator. At this rate, find the standard dose, so that's going to be the cc's for a 150-pound woman. Right, now you're set up. It's a standard problem. We will go on the diagonal to get our cross product. 25 times x. 25x equals 5 times 150. Can do that on this side. It's 750. And then we divide by 25. So 25 into 750. And that's going to go 30 times. So we'll do one last example. Solve the following proportion. A biologist determined that there were 42 oak trees in a 5-acre forest. How many oak trees would be expected on 40 acres of identical habitat? So we'll make our first ratio. There were 42 oak trees in a 5-acre forest. So on the other side, we want the oak trees in the same position and the amount of space or the acres in the denominator to match. And now we'll fill in how many oak trees, so we can put our X and 40 acres. Now we're set. We have a standard proportion. We're going to do our cross products. So we have 5 times X will give us 5X. And 42 times 40 we can do on the side. 1680. And then we need to divide by 5. So X equals, and we'll divide by 5 on the side. 336.